R and P is back. I'm R. He's P.
Hey guys.
Yeah, just to get right into it.
It was a crazy beat playing in my head. I was like, oh, this is
hard. Invincible season 3.
Season 3, yes sir.
Wrapped up.
Yep.
It's done?
Yep.
Are we positive?
I think so, yeah.
Unless they showed the end season credit thing. How do you feel about it?
I haven't seen the last episode, but from the 7 episodes,
yes,
it was great. It's a hitter. I just think Mark should find a different planet to just live on.
Yes.
I think he should just find somewhere else to live.
Without bringing attention to another video we're going to shoot.
Okay.
I think Mark Grayson, a.k.a. Invincible, is the menace that J. Jonah Jameson thinks Spider-Man is.
You think he a menace? Okay. Listen. The shit with Cecil. Was he wildin'? Yes.
Cecil was also wildin'.
But Cecil was also wildin'.
But they were both wildin'.
They both wildin'. But I'm protecting my little brother. I don't know what you gonna do to you put that crazy ass like
the chip.
Yeah, the chip in my head. Like I don't know what you gonna try to do to him.
Your father murdered a good chunk of the city.
You're always bringing up old shit like power plays.
This is my problem, right? This is. I guess we'll get cons out of the way for the season.
Okay.
Or how I feel about certain characters. My reasoning also why I think Invincible is the menace that J. Jonah Jameson.
A menace is crazy.
Think Spider-Man is because Invincible has a whole not even a heart to heart with his dad, but just basically his dad kind of shows him a little bit that he's changed. Mm-hmm. And Mark was basically like, cool, Dad. But then let Darkwing come up. You're working with villains.
I didn't see the last episode. Okay.
No, not even that. When he was talking about Cecil and how Darkwing was helping the.
No, I'm saying I didn't see he talk to his dad.
No, I'm talking about prior season.
Oh, okay. I'm
talking about just prior season. Into this one.
I get what you're saying. But anything else is like, I can't believe this shit.
Like, you working with these villains, Sinclair? Sure. Sinclair should be behind bars or in the dirt. He was experimenting on college students, reanimating dead bodies.
17-year-olds.
Yeah. And then got a job with the government. He was
rehabilitated.
You're about to piss me off like Cecil pissed off Mark. I'm about to... I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
They rehabilitated Rick.
No.
Which I think means I think that just means brainwashed. I think they just brainwashed.
If he tells me that Sinclair is brainwashed,
but you can't say that. You can't say brainwashed.
You can
for the 1v1. Yeah, you gotta tell me.
Not for Darkwing. Darkwing shouldn't be brainwashed. He was wilding, but he didn't technically
He just was killing motherfuckers.
Bad guys.
Yeah,
and technically we only seen him kill 2.
And he would only do it for necessary situations.
Yeah.
Really?
Good guy.
Yeah, really. I have no beef with Darkwing.
No beef with Darkwing is the lowest on the list of the problem I have.
His DC alternative should be back in Turbo.
Well, you're not wrong.
So technically, Darkwing did nothing
You're not wrong. But so the hypocrisy there already rubbing me the wrong way, right? Oliver's wilding.
He is.
I feel like
he packed a mole or two, or one of them, and was like, "Oh, it was an accident."
Stepping out of his whole body.
He's like, "Oh man."
Stepping out of him like God. Goku stepped through Piccolo.
Yeah, he's like, you guys are lying. It was an accident. They like, nigga, we watched you do it.
Literally jumped through his body.
And but he was a bad guy.
Jumped through his whole body like Kid Goku jumped through old man Piccolo. Just said, and then it was like, my fault. I tripped. I'm like, no, you didn't trip, you psychopath. You don't value their lives.
But Oliver didn't kill the bullies at the park.
Yeah, but think about growth.
Right.
Maybe. People said, and this was a logical thing that I didn't even think about. People was like, you probably heard Mark and Eve in that tree. So he was probably like, yeah, let me chill out.
Oh no, wait.
He probably heard Mark and Eve in that tree.
No, I don't want to believe that. No.
He's a vulture.
He did hear them niggas.
And he probably heard him in the tree. Omni-Man has shown multiple times
That nigga was gonna rip their head off.
that he be tapping into other people's conversations when it's about him. So
he was gonna rip them niggas' heads off.
I think Oliver, like, maybe not canon-wise, but my head canon is he knew them niggas was in that tree, so he was like, let me relax. But
that's insane.
But
wow.
I will say this is the thing that I feel like Oliver's going to be a problem when he gets older, right? Mm-hmm. One, because he literally told them they don't have powers. Why do they matter? Basically,
he did say that.
So it's like
you already got a fucked up mindset.
Yeah, you your mother's son. He's his father's son. Like, Mark acts more like Debbie than he does Omni-Man sometimes.
Yeah, because he has
Oliver is 100% Nolan Grayson.
And he ain't even been around that nigga. Well, no, he was.
He remembered. He remembered. But
so
how much was he really teaching him?
If Pops was saying crazy shit, let's assume Nolan was saying crazy shit.
What was he saying?
Absorbed
He was on a planet where boys died in a week. What crazy shit was he really... Like, what argument was he getting into with niggas?
I always gotta kill this dude.
Like, bro, I'll go to sleep, wake up, and you done aged 50 years.
You gone.
Our conversation was 2 seconds ago, but for you, it was a month.
You done got over it.
Yeah. Like...
You're like, oh, that was ages ago. Yeah, no, we cool.
We good. I slept on it. Felt like a couple years, slept on it, and I'm good now. But in all honesty, like, Oliver's a problem, but he's at least logically sound in some of his decisions. Mark needs to lock the fuck in.
Yeah, he be Oliver. He be wilding, but he be like his mindset is like, they're bad guys.
Yeah,
get them the fuck out of here. That's what he said.
He has to learn priorities.
Yeah,
I think
a bank robber maybe not kill him.
Yeah,
the Mahler twins
50-50. It depends on
what they doing that day.
Yeah.
Who else? Fucking Langstrom. Kill that nigga. Kill that nigga because. He's trying to kill y'all.
No, he's for sure trying to put you in the Oliver spliff.
Yeah, so please get that nigga out of here, bro.
But that's my main problem with Mark. That and the environmental damage that comes with him being anywhere near buildings taller than 5 stories. A building more than 5 stories around Mark liable to get destroyed.
let me say this though. That's any damn near hero though. Like, if you live where Heroes is at, your shit probably gonna get fucked up.
I still think Mark has done more damage than Chicago than Superman has done to Metropolis.
Okay, we keep saying Mark. Mark didn't do anything.
He assisted.
He was dragged.
Unwillingly.
Yeah, he was dragged.
He assisted, though. Both times. Four times there.
Okay.
Mark versus Mark.
Yeah, the Mark. Yeah.
Omni-Man versus Mark.
The Mark.
Conquest versus Mark.
I still gotta see that. I know that's crazy. I know that shit gonna be crazy. The Mark versus Mark. Okay, I blame him for the Mark War shit.
Yeah.
Because that's just them all you niggas.
And he should have killed Angstrom. That's why I blame him.
Okay, he should have killed Angstrom, but I see why he didn't. Because if he would have packed Langstrom right there, Oliver would have been like, "Oh, I'm packing everybody else." Oliver would have been.
Oliver feel that way regardless.
But
I remember what he did to Debbie, to Mom, to me. Like he was gonna kill him everywhere.
Oliver was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Kill him!"
Oliver was locked. He said, "I'm Viltrumite."
He's about to be like, "Matter of fact, get out the way. I'll do it."
Yeah, for sure. Let Angstrom have showed his face. He's like, "I can fly now."
Come here, come see me. What are you talking about? Nah, and then
getting your ass kicked by a little hamburglar is fucking. Not Hamburglar, Grimace.
Grimace, yeah.
I was thinking Hamburglar. Well, I know I was thinking Hamburglar.
Also, shout out to Oliver. He might be a little crazy, but he was putting in work.
He was. And shout out Paul, too.
Yeah, Paul. Oh, yeah. They was putting in work.
Well, Paul wasn't really putting in work.
Paul wasn't. But
Paul was putting in a different kind of work. Shout out to Debbie.
Yeah, Paul. He was de-stressing her. So yeah. I just can't wait for him to get his heart broken.
Oh, well, of course. You already know what it is.
When the 6'5",
6'5" Superman.
6'5", beautiful mustache having, great streak,
great sideburns, just
pure muscle. Come back like, I want my bitch.
You got it.
Matter of fact, he not even gonna say that. He's like Debbie.
Go with him. Man, you heard what he here for.
Before he fucked me up.
But Paul gonna have one up. He's gonna be like, don't forget the spaghetti though.
Don't say Paul. I swear to God, Paul. Hey, hold on, wait. Paul, don't fucking say nothing. Matter of fact, if she at your house, nah, listen. You know what? This is fucked up. As soon as Debbie would have said, "Nah, my ex is Omni-Man," hey,
Didn't he live? I was like, did he live?
paid a little bill.
Nah, because
sorry,
what if you
bro.
have family that went out that way? You got to get your get back somehow.
I'm not fucking with Omni-Man, bitch,
You can't
bro.
beat Omni-Man, but you can break her
But
back.
if he come back, he's
You know,
gonna kill me, bro.
He going like this. I'm like, yeah, this is how I had her. And then he gonna crush my windpipe. I'm gonna die, but I got one. This is how I had her.
That's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's terrible follow-ups too. He like Paul, you know you not smacking like Omni-Man was smacking.
Theoretically.
That's horrible, bro. That's horrible follow-up.
Yeah, but you just gotta hope he was like a selfish dude.
I don't know. Debbie loved that nigga. For some reason, I don't think
She had a
he
whole
would.
kid. You know that blends into the love. He called her a pet. He really down bad right now.
Motherfuckers love their pets.
Not
You feel
like,
me? Motherfuckers love their
Not like that. Not like that.
You could be right. He could have been a selfish dude. And Paul was like, you ain't got head in 22 years? Hold on.
How you get that mustache done? Man, let me help out. He undid the turtleneck. Let me help out.
Let me show you something real quick.
Matter of fact, he kept the turtleneck on and then just attached the Cuban link. He just attached the Cuban.
Let me show you something real
A
quick.
little special
baby.
occasion link here. This is my eater chain.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
This is my eater chain. For every eater, I get a new link. This shit about right
Chain
here.
get bigger. That's
Yeah.
right.
Actually, this was a bracelet.
Oh,
Now it's a necklace. Now it's a necklace. Big eater. Big eater.
Oh man, but I can't fuck with Omni-Man, bitch. As soon as he would have sat down, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you got it.
you got it, fam.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong there. But I guess other
Just a slim chance he come back
Yeah,
and won
it's
his
already a
bitch.
problem.
Yeah, it's over.
another part that I feel like was crazy was the introduction of a nigga named Powerplex. Of a gentleman
who's a D1. No, fuck that. He's a professional. NBA, NFL level.
Yeah, superstar crash out.
Superstar, crash out, hating ass nigga. He is the epitome of hate.
His accountability meter is 0.
Because he watched the film and he saw Mark didn't have shit to do, or not shit to do with, but
He was a weapon.
he was a weapon in the whole thing.
Yeah, he was not actively participating.
And he still was like, nah,
It's his fault.
This fault. This is motherfucking fault.
Not the double back. The back-to-back title card.
Because they did that. They did like 6 times. I thought my phone was tweaked.
Damn, why is it?
Why
we
we keep getting the title card?
But this
Oh
is my
God.
thing.
Uh-huh.
That I could through grief, right? I could see someone making those
Losing
decisions.
it like that, yeah.
But to have it to where you lose your family
In the process, yeah.
and then still blame that dude. Like, I don't got electricity powers. That would have been me. I would have just been like, I don't got electricity
Yeah, you the
powers.
one who powered up, nigga. Fuck.
They was charred, not crushed.
I don't have laser vision.
Yeah, not
No heat at all,
no,
really.
no, nothing. Their bodies are smoking. That wasn't me.
Now, if they would have been crushed, pulled apart, okay.
My fault. Or by
Yeah,
association.
it could be my fault. That's you, brother.
That smell in the air, that's from
That's
you.
you. That fried chicken smell.
That's from you.
Yeah, nah. And then he just gets, and then they freed the motherfucker to help with the war.
Yeah. He
And
passed the
still,
mark though.
yeah, he did get to it, but he still was on shit.
He got to it with that mark.
He's like, yeah.
But
see, imagine it's a bunch of motherfuckers you hate. The same motherfucker you hate.
And they just say like,
go free reign. Yeah, you got free reign. Oh my god.
He was like, he fried that one up, and he damn near looked over like, you done with yours or?
Yeah, like you got second. Cause I'm still hungry.
I can catch one. I got enough for another.
They're like,
one.
nah, we probably like we good.
Nah, I can get another one. Matter of fact, man, fly me to where fly me to England. I heard
I know it's another.
They had Boss Baby out there. They had Boss Baby out there.
Yeah, yo, who was that?
A nigga that only existed for the show.
He did get packed. Yeah.
Got packed immediately.
John Cena got packed too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Shout out Captain Britt.
Captain Britt, yeah, he did all right. He was point guard real well.
He did what he could. Shout out Tech Jacket for like
Tech Jacket, yeah, Tech Jacket just nice.
Yeah, he body his off screen. You see the one laser beam and it cut back and it was just that nigga body mangled in front of space. I was about Mr. Tech.
Apparently,
Mr. Jacket.
Apparently, Tech Jacket, the second strongest hero on the planet. Not second, Eve.
He's in the top 5.
Because with Omni-Man gone, it's Invincible, is Eve,
Bulletproof,
Immortal. Immortal be dying, but like he nice though. Don't do that.
Fraud Watch. He's on Fraud Watch.
Oh, and Multi-Ball. No,
Multiple.
That
nigga fodder.
He be hooping though. He hooped. He just not as good as the other niggas, but he be hooping.
Give me Darkwing training and I'm taking out Multi-Ball.
That's disrespectful. Multi-Ball.
I just gotta find the one with 0 on his chest.
That nigga's in
I win.
He's in a cabin.
A cabin like a sister.
You just gotta find it.
You gotta find that one.
You gotta go to Nebraska and look around.
Speaking of top 5 heroes, R.I.P. my guy.
Who?
Big Rex.
No, first of all, Rex the number 1 hero. Fuck Invincible. Fuck Eve. Fuck Omni-Man. Everybody.
My skeleton.
He's like, you idiot. Well, you have nothing else to blow up. He like, you're the idiot. I have my fucking skeleton.
Yeah, how about my whole fucking skeletal structure? And then boom.
And blew himself and that nigga to smithereens.
Yeah.
And Rex, he might have been an asshole for a long time, but he always fucking proved himself.
Gambit who?
Every fucking time.
Gambit who?
I don't even think. Well, Gambit technically did the same thing, but it was
he didn't use his whole skeleton. He like touched the robot.
Yeah, but he is the same effect.
It's a Sentinel, so technically I don't think his ability should have worked. But that's just me.
I guess it's the same effect though. He did blow himself the fuck up. But yeah, shout out Rex.
Mon Sherry.
Boom. And he just got a shorty that he actually liked that he might not cheat on.
50-50. He made her, what was it, steak?
Yeah.
He was on the Paul wave. He was on the Paul wave. He was like, yeah.
Partially, no disrespect to Debbie, partially that bitch alone. No, for real. No, fuck Debbie for real. Yo, ex is Omni-Man, bitch? Nah. Are you fucking crazy?
Paul gotta be a Cecil spy.
You think he is?
Ain't no way you stick around in that after that car ride.
No, listen.
And she got a blue son.
No,
not blue, a purple son.
Fuck the car.
And a blue son.
And a blue. Yeah, Rick, fuck the car ride. When we're at dinner, you telling me about your past, and you like, nah, you know what? I just want to tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. My ex is Omni-Man. Bitch, why are you seeing me? You trying to kill me, bitch? Is that what you got beef with me?
He might not come back to Earth.
Rick, I'm not doing that, bro.
He might not come back.
I'm not doing that.
Or it might be like, for him, a blink of the eye. For us, like 50 years.
And that's valid.
You know how much work
it's very possible
in 50 years? It's a lot of work. That's a lot of chain links.
Nobody wants to know when they die, right?
Yeah.
Even if that's the case, I know at some point my head is going to be ripped off my shoulders.
Maybe.
I'm good.
Maybe.
You can keep that. And I know Debbie pussy ain't that fucking good, brother. Might be. Maybe it is.
And locked up a Viltrum. Them niggas is bulletproof. They
kept them around, yeah.
The punches that they can eat, so she gotta have like the kung fu action grip.
That kung fu action grip is great.
I had Nola like,
oh,
great heavens, great heavens.
Bitch make me say great heavens. We get married.
That's what he did. He came to Earth to conquer.
Yeah.
He spent one night with her. He was like, you know what? Let me live a little normal life
for a little minute.
Yeah, let me just stay in this house, raise this kid. He wasn't really even fucking with Mark. And then Debbie put her little hand on his shoulder and was like, watch him. And then he was like, watch him. And then he watched Mark. And then the existence of Mark made him think about the kung fu grip. And he was like, damn, you know, I really love that little nigga. Man. I really love that.
So Debbie fired. Okay. Here, I'm gonna give Debbie some credit. She did get a Viltrumite to lock in at least for a little bit, and the nigga did say, "I miss my wife."
He did in the middle of
and he's
space.
he's never said no shit like that about no bitch.
He started crying.
He did start crying, and she made a regular dude stay after saying, "Oh yeah, you know my ex-husband or my husband is a Viltrumite," and the nigga was like, "Ah,
what's a Viltrumite?"
or not, but is Omni Man. He was like, "Oh well." You know, motherfucker got crazy exes. You know, it's whatever.
I once knew a girl whose husband was Red Rush.
Now you're purposely doing that, Paul. If you was fucking with Red Rush, bitch, and now you fucking with him.
He
want to see what it's like.
Yeah, the old bingo card.
He don't want to fuck heroes.
Yeah.
He want to fuck motherfuckers that used to fuck heroes. You kinky.
I know what you are.
You nasty.
But yeah.
He like, yeah, Red Rush wasn't fuck you like this, was he? Yeah, he a minute man. She's like, why you keep bringing up Red Rush?
Superiority.
No, Paul being a masochist.
Superiority.
Oh my God.
Say I'm better than Red Rush.
She's like, I'm not really comfortable. Say it, bitch. Not the Cuban. He pulled the Cuban back out.
What do you think now?
She like, I mean, it's a nice Cuban link you got, but I would say I'm just uncomfortable with that. He said, oh, bitch, you boring.
But all in all, this season was a good season. You haven't seen the last episode, so I'm gonna just let you enjoy all that and absorb it all. But it was great.
Okay.
And let me know what you think about it when you see it.
You bet. Okay. As you can see, this is a continuation of the video you've been watching this entire time. Rick, what the fuck?
Yeah, you finally got to see episode 8. We did a recap of Invincible, and I thought you had seen the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I hadn't seen 8 yet.
Yeah, if I knew you didn't see the last episode, we wouldn't have made that previous part of this video.
It's fine, because that was some of the scariest fire shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was like,
God.
You probably seen it for those who've made it this far in the video. Obviously, spoilers. But yeah, Conquest.
Fucking Conquest
was beating the ever-loving shit out of Invincible.
I wanted to say, like, beating the brakes out. Like, he beat him worse than his daddy did.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna let, like, he beat... And he technically killed this bitch. She came back. Spoiler alert. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah. She came back, but he did technically kill his bitch.
So this is one thing I wanted to bring up, right? This is how you know, and this is universal, right? Mm-hmm. This is, Invincible's a superhero, fictional, all that, but this was the most singular human moment I've ever seen Mark have, because, and this is where I'll bring it up, that nigga, he was getting beat. Mm-hmm. He said, wait.
Yeah,
he said, wait.
With no rhyme or reason. He didn't have, niggas was like, he tried to talk no juice to that.
No, I think it was the innate reaction of like,
wait,
I just need a second.
Yeah, like, hold on, let me.
Like, it wasn't even that he was trying to talk him down. It wasn't even that he was maybe going to try to plead for his life or something like that.
He just was like,
I think he just needed a breather.
Like just a natural human reaction
I think
of like
he was just like, please,
like, please stop.
save me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, he was
Also too, and I think I had a different viewpoint in the beginning of this video. Technically, shout out fucking Oliver. The more you think about it, though, Oliver. Listen. He's a problem, right?
he's
definitely a problem.
Shout out to Grimace.
We need.
Shout out Big Grim.
He really needs to be taught like, hey, people's lives matter and all that stuff. But that nigga's trained to go. He don't give a fuck.
He's always.
He don't care, bro.
When it's Mark,
or really anything.
yeah.
But especially Mark, he's always
Ready
going,
to
bro.
slide.
You're not. You could kill me. You're not about to beat my brother ass, and I'm not doing that.
and
bro.
he single-handedly had one of the most smoothest animations we've seen in Invincible up till now with that slide punch.
Oh
He did Conquest
yeah.
And his hair was.
His hair flipped.
Oh man, he might be
nice.
the main character. He wasn't. 5 to 10 seconds later, he got back devoted to side character.
There's never been a point in an anime or a Marvel or like superhero anything type of show where I felt in my like soul like just disturbed when that nigga was trying to rip Oliver apart
and he was
explaining him what. I was like, nah, this is different. That's crazy.
You know what's really crazy to think about is that he was gonna do it.
He was doing it.
And we were hearing,
not gonna. He was doing it.
We were hearing. I think Oliver's voice actor is also like younger, like maybe not the same age as Oliver in the show, but
yeah,
on the
younger
side.
person. Yeah.
And we were hearing what it was like for a child to beg for. I don't even think Oliver
Nah,
was
first
begging,
of all, Oliver ain't begged shit.
But
First off, he didn't beg
he
shit.
was begging for relief.
He was like, okay. He didn't utter like, please stop. He ain't no bitch. He just was feeling pain.
Those sounds was begging. I don't know if you ever know. Those sounds was begging.
Don't do my mans like that.
And Steve, if I ever hear you make those sounds, I think you're begging for your life. I don't think you standing tall. That's not standing tall noises. Those not like,
listen.
Oh, Steve
Steve
good.
He 10 toes.
Yeah, no, that's somebody get him. No, that's definitely not standing tall noises. Those is
I'm just
somebody
saying.
saved me.
I'm just saying.
noises.
Mark said, "Please wait, hold on."
Yeah, no,
that
for
nigga
sure.
Oliver ain't
For
say nothing
sure.
like that. He
For
was
sure.
just like he was just screaming in agony. That's different.
Comparing it to Mark was looking
That's
worse.
what I'm saying. Mark was like,
But
"Please stop."
Oliver was down.
Yeah, Oliver. Yeah.
Oliver, at least Mark could make sentences. Oliver couldn't even be like, "I'll get you." He was just like, he couldn't even make words. He couldn't even make a sentence to threaten, plead, or anything else. It was just straight guttural noises.
I never see a motherfucker have a person and then look and be like, "You want to split this?"
He
You want to
really
split this real quick?
I think he probably he gave Oliver at least 3 inches in height. I think Oliver is now like a smooth like 5'2".
Yeah, he definitely grew from being almost ripped apart.
No, he definitely obtained some height.
And thank goodness for Mark for being willing to get the fuck up.
Yeah,
because he's like he's gonna.
You
see, his eyes was. He said, "Hold on,
my brother them, my brother them."
But he did say, he said, "I'm gonna rip you in half and eat your heart." He told him what he was about to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And eat your heart is so nuts.
Yeah, he was gonna do it.
He was really gonna do it. Then Mark begging for cease. It was a lot of begging.
It was a lot of.
This is really a freaky ass episode.
But he couldn't do it. Everybody was down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There was nothing anybody could have did.
Yeah.
Mark had to lock in, and thank God he did. Wish he did it a little sooner. But thank God he locked in.
He had to get his brother almost murdered and his bitch killed.
Yeah.
For him to be like.
But guess what? I can see the future.
I don't care how fast you are.
Tomorrow.
I don't care how strong you are. That's some gangster shit. Even if you get packed, you a real nigga for at least uttering.
The crazy part is, after that threat, it wasn't like it was a one-sided fight. Like Mark unlocked like some hidden mode. He was still getting work.
Yeah, he's still getting work.
He just didn't care about the working that was happening.
He just like,
and Conquest was so surprised because he'd been begging, pleading this whole time. that he just started eating hits, he was like, oh, he is a Viltrumite.
Wow,
And then
okay.
by that point, he was cooked. But then, this is the thing, right? And I think we had said, or I don't even think we had talked about this last episode, but this is the thing. Can you really even call what Mark had over Conquest a win?
It's a, you know what? It was a tie. It was a tie because Conquest had to get carted off.
So did
But wait.
So did Mark.
And his bitch.
Yeah, she almost got carted off in a spliff.
Immediately.
She almost got spliffed.
For the rest of her. And I was like, it was a tie because Conquest beat the dog shit out of him for 45 minutes. And Mark got the last 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. And he kind of won them last 2 minutes, so I can't say he lost.
Yeah.
But it's a tie.
Because it didn't go to decision, Mark won. But at the end of the day, can you really get a win over some dude who was like, Mark hitting him like, how does this feel? And he was like, or like, are you still happy for this? He was like, I'll take the good with the bad.
Yeah, when he said, Rick.
I was like, you're not winning still. I was like, this is, even if you win right here, you lost.
Even before we got to that point, the nigga was floating up over him after they destroyed the fucking beach. Mm-hmm. He floating up over him. He said, Mark, honestly, I don't know what the fuck you did to the Viltrumites to make them send me after you, but thank you, Mark.
There's so many rules.
He is like, it's always so many rules and regulations and people not to kill. And they just gave me free reign to fuck y'all up. Yeah. And I appreciate you Mark, for giving me this opportunity. And when a nigga talk to me like that, what do you do?
He talked to Mark like he was a college recruiter. He was a 5-star athlete.
Rick, he said, and I thank you, Mark. I'm like, what is happening right now? What are we doing?
It was a problem all around, but you can't get a win over a nigga who's actively, his face is getting reversed. Like, it's going inverted. You can't tell me you getting a win over him when you asking him, how does this feel as you headbutt him into a liver? Yeah, I'll take the good with the bad. Like, no! Feel pain!
Nah, he don't feel
Beg!
That. No, bro. No. That's not his body. And the best part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I am so lonely.
I'm just so lonely.
Yeah, I thought the Law and Order music was about to play.
Yeah, I thought
for sure thought
Mark was gonna get taken, and I'm not talking about Liam Neeson.
He was about to get taken to Viltrum.
He was gonna get taken to Viltrum Town
to pound
Viltrum Town, nigga. And I was like, should I turn this on? At that point, I was like, should I turn this on? Because I'm like, he's gonna do something to him.
Yeah, whispering into his ear like some heartfelt moment or like realization he had.
Because I thought he was going. And spoiler alert for a skit that we're gonna do. Because I got an idea. I thought when he said the lonely shit, I thought he's gonna get into like people don't touch me and all that shit. I thought he was gonna get into that and try to fuck Mark. But then when he said, "Oh, the Viltrumites don't talk to me," and shit, I was like, okay,
you think he was bonded with Mark in that moment?
Yes,
that's so crazy.
Mark is his friend. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Mark is his friend. I think Mark is his best friend.
To bond over an ass.
Because Mark
Conquest needs to be battle. Because that's what needs to happen. Conquest and battle.
I think they fuck. They fuck because they'd be like, "You're such a monster," and then they get so horny and just fuck.
You know what's thin line between fight and fuck.
When you get to the point they at, yeah, it is. Because you get at some point you getting horny, and you gotta stop. Like, what are we doing?
They'll lock them in a room and make sure only one of them comes out at the end of it. Because we can't have both of these things exist in one universe. One of these things has to go.
I will say, and it could be recency bias, but I think Invincible got some of the nastiest beefers, like as far as like just
fighting
guttural nasty niggas. Like
no, they get up there.
No rhyme or reason to it. Just want to fight.
Yeah,
that shit is scary, bro.
Nah, they do. They for sure get up there. This is one thing, and we're pretty much winding up past like everything you've seen now. But there's two things I want to bring up to see how you feel about them. How did you feel about that nigga Rudy taking Rex's name?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't think nothing of it. until like on TikTok and shit like that. Niggas was like, "You understand how fucking weird the nigga Rudy is?" And I was like, "Yeah, that is a grown ass man."
That's a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I forgot about
because you've been seeing him as a kid.
And you really briefly only seen him as whatever
that blob.
Yeah, whatever that blob was before.
Homunculus. Shout out Full Metal Alchemist. That nigga was father. He was the thing in the test tube.
Yeah, like
what is that in the test tube?
So you don't remember that? Well, at least I didn't remember that right away.
Where's Hohen?
And I'm like, this nigga took. And first of all, like the one nigga said on TikTok, I wish I could remember who said it specifically. Mm-hmm. Him and Rex Flo wasn't even close.
No, for real. He
for
did
him
that
to
without
be like that.
He did that without Rex's knowledge, his permission. He was just like, you took. Rex was upset when he looked at this little kid version of him.
Yeah, he's like, yo, what the fuck is this?
And then and then he was like, well, Monster Girl found you interesting. And I was like,
also too, Monster Girl is technically an adult, but she's a fucking kid.
She's an adult, but correct. They're in the same boat, different ways.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not. No, don't say that. It's not fine. It's just not as bad as it could be. Monster Girl actively drinks beer. She is a grown woman. Rudy is a grown man, 30 years old, who implanted his consciousness
into a kid.
Into a clone version of Rex that he aged up to be around the same age as Monster Girl.
Arrest both them niggas, man. Just fuck it.
Monster Girl didn't do anything.
Nah, arrest her too, because she fucking a kid too.
They haven't done anything. That's what I'll say. They haven't done anything. That's what I choose to believe about Heart of Hearts.
Arrest both them niggas, man.
Now, if we're arresting people,
well, actually,
arrest the mortal too.
Technically, everybody in Mortal Fuck is underage for him.
No, for sure. Arrest the mortal.
Everybody in Mortal Fuck.
Monster Girl is...
Nah, Monster Girl, she gotta go to jail too. We can't do
what?
that. Because Rudy is in a kid's body. We can't do this, bro.
She is too.
Mentally, she an adult, brother.
So is he.
No. They both go to jail. And you know what? At least Immortal Fuck people over 18. I won't send him to jail. At least all the people are over 18.
What's Duplicate?
When is Duplicate over 18?
She gotta be, right?
Because Teen Team ended.
When did they...
Oh my God.
When did they...
She's 18. She's 18.
You can't just make headcanon. We don't have evidence. We don't have no evidence. Multi-Paul kind of young. And they twins. Matter of fact, one thing I'll add, Multi-Paul is actually like a beefer.
No, Multi-Paul, he's not bad.
Terrible stats. He has terrible stats, but he's a beefer.
Yeah, he could get it going.
Yeah, he's a beefer, but he has atrocious stats.
Yeah. He got a lot of spunk.
Yeah, but
he put the effort in.
You know, universe on the line. You know, one shot to save the Earth from the death beam. I'm not picking Immortal. I'll pick Multi-Paul before I pick Immortal.
And you know what the crazy part is? Immortal was the #1 hero on Earth for 1,000 years.
Is that confirmed?
No, listen, because he was basically a fucking Viltrumite. The nigga was Superman up until Nolan came. The nigga wasn't nobody fucking with him.
He was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah, he was.
You think he actually died when he was Abraham Lincoln, or you think he faked his death? Because he's the immortal, so he could have took that bullet, died, and then came back to life after how long it took for someone to try to stitch that up or something. You think he actually got shot and got put in the dirt, or you think?
I think he actually got shot.
That's even worse. He got snuck up on
by a theater kid.
Yeah, yeah.
John would niggas forget he not no gangster.
No.
He was a theater kid.
He was just like
he wasn't.
We can't let it end like this. Yeah, and then shot him and then jumped from the joint and started limping away.
That's literally like if Leonardo DiCaprio shot the orange guy. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get shot myself. Yeah. But that's the same thing as that. It's like. Wow. So Immortal does fucking suck. Yeah.
No, he's trash.
Damn.
But one other thing I want to add, that post-credit scene. Did you watch it? at the end. There was a post credit scene.
Oh, with the detective.
Yeah, Damien Darkblood.
Yeah. So is that Spawn supposed to come out?
So Spawn is a part of Image Comics, but the way Image Comics works is that creators retain their rights to those characters, even though they're under Image. So they still own the rights to the character.
Okay.
So there's a lot of characters in the Image universe that like Invincible and Spawn and stuff could bring in to like their own comics that they technically don't own the rights to. So like Spawn exists in the Invincible world and vice versa, but neither creator owns the other character's rights.
They just right, okay.
In terms of, I doubt we'll ever see Spawn, but I will say that this whatever possible arc or couple episodes that feature Damien Darkblood does not exist in the comics.
Yeah, right. They said it was
original
separate,
content.
Yeah. So
that the creator of Invincible wanted to do. So this is maybe something that got scrapped at some point, or he felt like maybe didn't fit the flow of the story, and so now we're getting it in the show. So nobody has any idea what's about to happen.
I think it's gonna be good because I fuck with Invincible.
I fuck with it too.
It's rare that they do something that I'm like, oh, that was good. It may be the amount of time it takes to put something out, but that's how we get good fucking shit.
That is
the Conquest fight. I'm so telling a nigga after you beat his ass for 40 minutes that you're lonely and you wish you had friends. That nigga was like, "Did you know I paint, nigga?"
He didn't.
And Mark was like, "What?" He was like, "I'm a really good painter. Like I'm a really good fucking painter, bro."
Huh?
Like niggas don't.
What is he saying?
My ears, they popped. I can't hear it.
What is he talking about? But no.
Choking.
So what would you give Invincible out of 10 after watching this whole season?
Ooh, the whole season? 8.5 to a 9.
Yeah, that's fair.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it. I was about to rewatch it, to be real. That's how good it was. Shout out Oliver, man. Put some respect on my man's name. He always trained to go. That nigga he never scared of a beef. Even if he know he gonna get his ass whooped.
He never folds.
He never folds. And that's type of niggas you need around you, bro. Especially when it come to Mark. Stop, bro. Don't even.
Well, Mark, he fed up. He like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, Mark was about to. Well, he was about to. Mark seemed like he's gonna hang it up, but then he's like, nah.
Well, then Cecil was like, what did he say? Didn't he want him to lead the?
Yeah, he wanted him to start the
Guardians of the Globe.
The new Guardians. He said, nah.
You stood up to me.
He's like, nah, I can't. Or Mark was like, nah, I can't do that. But if you need me
for any important shit, big shit, call me.
At this point, though,
he a tactical nuke.
At this point, though, Mark might as well just be. Yeah, you might as well.
But Mark isn't smart enough to make good decisions yet because he gave Cecil Conquest's body and told him to burn it instead of just.
First of all, Cecil, why didn't he just turn that nigga into a
reanimate?
Yeah, a reanimate. That's what I would.
Because he want like knowledge.
Yeah, he want knowledge, but a nigga like that is not gonna tell you anything.
Cecil making bad decisions.
That's not even thinking. That's not it. Like I know that happened in the comics. I saw that happened in the comics, but that's Cecil. I feel like Cecil's smarter than that.
Yeah,
you got to be like
felt out of character.
Yeah, well, maybe okay. Did he hear what he was saying to Invincible? So maybe he didn't hear what he was saying to Invincible. So he don't know. Mark could have told him, "Hey, nigga, listen. He's not gonna tell you nothing, bro. Hey, Cecil. Hey, I swear to God." Matter of fact, don't burn him. You can turn him into a reanimate, but he's not going to tell you anything.
But Cecil was like, what did Mark know? He wasn't listening to that call.
He should have. I don't know how the audio worked when he had the joint. Yeah. But if he heard everything, the monologue this nigga was doing.
And it still was like, let's take him down here to
So I'll give Cecil the benefit of the doubt that he might not have heard everything Conquest said. And then that's what, led him to do this. If he heard everything Conquest was saying and he still decided to keep him alive, he's dumb as fuck. And he deserved to die. Like, you put us all in danger, nigga. He could be a reanimate.
I'm so lonely. It was like, yeah, we need him. Like, no.
A nigga like that gonna give you intel? Rick, no, for real. A nigga like that.
All right, everybody. This has been another R&B video.
Oh
let us know
God.
how you feel about Invincible season 3. Are you excited for the next season? What are some
And they
things?
said we getting 8 seasons.
Yeah,
2040.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, by that, yeah. Are you excited about the original Invincible content? Are you excited to finally be able to go online and see Invincible and not get spoiled about what's going to happen next because nobody knows what it is?
Well, at least for that, because I've been
Yes.
spoiled like a motherfucker. Shout
For
out
everything
Thrag. I know his whole story.
Well, now you just spoiled that for other
Like,
people.
no, I just said his name.
I guess.
Oh, now it's going to be in their algorithm, though.
Yeah.
And now they're going to start
Now
getting
cut.
spoiled.
Yep.
I'm sorry. My fault. But I love
Just
you
bleep
guys.
it out.
I'm not. Because I already got spoiled, so they're going to feel my pain as well.
All right, bye.
All right, peace out, y'all.